yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's a tribute to Gelbert's. It's called the Brain Freeze of Choice. Yeah, a little ice cream shop in Newlyn that only has one flavour of ice cream. Gave me food for thought. The sigh of relief at winter's end is a given in temperate climes as we keenly count the harbingers, ones that signify sunnier times. The confirmation that winter's done is a story the flowers foretell, but long before the May horns are blown, there's one marker we all know so well. No cuckoo this with its trademark song, no rhododendrons peerless display, no bluebells sway though gambolling lambs. It's not a pastoral scene per se. If nightingales sang in Regent Square or Norway Square, my heart couldn't feel any gladder.
No.
Gelbert's ice cream shop is open, but it's harder to spot than an adder. The shop itself does its best to hide, pays no homage to bygone summers, or decks itself in candy stripes. It sort of resembles a plumber's. So if tourists can't find it, well, tough, less for them means leaves us with more. The only thing we can't disguise is the queue coming out of the door. And what of the product itself then? Essentially vanilla ice cream, which seems to be doing quite nicely without need of a marketing team. Ad men from Madison Avenue would die frothing from their glassy towers, perplexed by Gelbert's achievement without need of their well-paid man-hours. No expense is spent on the signage, low overheads reflecting the price. A steady hand with a black marker on recycled cardboard will suffice. No adverts, no website, no Facebook, and nods as good as a wink. Nudge, nudge. Everything's left to word of mouth, and the mouth is the ultimate judge. No choice other than how much you want. It's the only decision to make. Yes, you can add the odd extra like a dollop of cream or a flake. It's a lesson in understatement, constant as the firmament twinkles. The burden of choice removed for all. They don't even offer you sprinkles. Let me take you to another place where every flavour is at hand. You've got the freedom of choice you're craving, but indecisiveness takes command. Your mind does its best to decide from the myriad flavours of ices. The upshot is that you find yourself in a state of choice paralysis. Your Buridan's hungry donkey placed equally between two bales of grass, starved because you can't make up your mind. How could a donkey be such an ass? Maybe that Henry Ford knew something when he produced those first Model Ts. Any colour as long as it's black. The world's not ready for novelties. So when at last you make up your mind and plump for the chocolate brownie, the doubts creep in about mint chopped chip or the orange and mascarpone. Then you get a lick off someone else and wish that was the one you'd chosen. So conceal, don't feel, don't let them know, let it go like Elsa in Frozen. You're pistachio green with envy as you ogle someone's eaten mess. How could provision of such a range leave you feeling in need of redress? You were given choice and you blew it. To pick the best was clearly your aim. If failure is of your own making, then you have nobody else to blame. To maximise our experience, we research and review to excess, but expectations are so built up that indifference reigns nonetheless. It seems it was all so much better before our world was categorised. We still have the opportunity to find ourselves pleasantly surprised. Let's all embrace spontaneity. It may give cause for celebration. Perhaps the secret to happiness is to lower our expectations. So when tourists spy a queue that snakes out from an unremarkable shop, curiosity piqued so much so that it brings them to an unplanned stop. This must be something special, they say. What on earth could be the attraction? They're in, they're out, no need to do more than complete a simple transaction. Savouring their childhood memories, they bask in that glow of nostalgia, where the only downside might just be that ice cream brain freeze neuralgia. Hooray for the wonder of Gelbert's, Cornwall's finest ice cream, I would bet. No one goes away disappointed. Their expectations have all been met. But for me, the secret of success comes from not producing more lines. Imagine how long that queue would be if we all had to make up our minds.
Bloody hell, yeah.